Okay, we are gonna see the May for the side of George Mason here, and and it looks like ODU is going to opt for that Winston, the Winston Diva comp. Ooh, and are we actually gonna see a Doomfist here on point A? But looks like George Mason is gonna be defending right now in some tiny Overwatch.
Yep. I didn't know this was happening. I didn't know this was a thing.
Yep, we got small characters, big maps.
Okay.
Still gonna see big shatters.
Hopefully. It is. This is a thing. This is a thing. And what's happening right now? The MAEC's going to get the frag onto, I believe, the Reinhardt, actually. There we go. Early bird does fall on that Lucio. Son of a Zombie now moving in. They're going to be trying to take this point. He's pushing them away. And yeah, so far so good. The attack looking a little bit more solid than the defense.
Yeah, I think that's what happens when you playing tiny Overwatch. You don't get a very big hold.
That's the worst thing you've said ever, as far as I'm aware. Bad. Chris, sort yourself out.
Right. Understandable. But look at that. We're having a coalescence coming out from Moore here. It's going to take down the Brigitte. But looks like we're going to see the point get actually unlocked here for George. Yep. Nope. As I say that, they're back in the fight, George Mason is.
Yeah, just about, aren't they? They're racking them up. We are going to see the Doomfist fall. But,
and here comes the stagger back in. They're just filing in one by one. The point is still not unlocked, actually, which is the interesting part. We're still fighting here for the point.
Tiny, I was told that we were doing a little bit of Overwatch, you know, best of 5. I thought that's what they meant by Tiny. But no. We are playing Overwatch in miniature.
Yeah,
I don't know whether to laugh or cry.
Why not both? But look at that Doomfist. That Doomfist out here just doing work.
Slats.
On the side of ODU here.
All gas, no brakes.
Yeah, Slacks is going to be on fire. Look at the ult economy for ODU here. We got 4 ults up. Only ults are down are Winston and the Mora. And none up on the side of George Mason here. I guess the tiny Overwatch threw them off and they're not making those big plays.
Gods can bleed, apparently. Just as long as they're really, really small.
that is 100% true.
Can we just get Benny Hill music? Because it's the only thing that's fitting, watching these child characters go at it.
The small characters are making the big plays. I don't know. Tiny Overwatch is absolutely just making me.
It's wrecked your head, man.
It has. It has. Watching the tiny ball roll around the streets like a little Tom and Jerry characters.
It's a wee marble. Just fucking indulgent.
Yeah, it looks like we're getting a solid push here on the side of ODU through the streets. Through the street face. Excuse me. Sorry. No, look at the wrecking ball. It's gonna crash down. The Doomfist is gonna pop the. Oh, he's gonna punch the Doomfist in the face, knock up the May, killing the May. Oh, this is gonna be looking like a reset on the side of ODU. That Doomfist came through and just punched everything out. He got a little bit taller and a little bit stronger.
And George Mason, they seem to be adapting to the tiny Overwatch.
Yeah, look at the Doomfist. Oh, uh-oh. Just cut down like Jack and the Beanstalk.
Jesus Christ. I'm glad you're enjoying that at least. Because God knows the rest of us aren't.
I can agree.
Okay, I love how like all the guns obviously have the exact same effects though. So it's Tiny May walking around with the biggest freeze gun in the world.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Giant stream in front of her.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure like the rockets from D.Va is like the size of her. But yeah, looks like we're getting a little bit closer to the end of the streets phase for ODU here. They're gonna get a lot of push here with the Doomfist going down. The Doomfist is gonna be in the back line, punches the Mora in the face, gets out scot-free, and this is gonna be the end of the streets phase for ODU here coming up. Now, I question the throwing in the minds of the ball here, but looks like George Mason's gonna be turning the fight a little bit. Only 2.31 meters for ODU to get through the streets phase and on to laboratory, but looks like they are gonna have to wait for another push. They're gonna get pushed out, they're gonna get punched away, and the Doomfist is gonna just use his ult to get out. But yeah, good hold here.
Yeah, and there's a Xenol. Oh, you love to see it. And by see it, I mean like squint really hard because he's small.
Maywall's gonna come up. Okay, now this is gonna be the end of the streets phase for ODU here. They're gonna be able to take this fight.
I tell you, I'm gonna be critical here. I think hit scan that a high precision is not the pick.
Yeah, smaller hitboxes.
Exactly. I want to see Maze. I want to see Reinhardt. I want to see. I basically not Ash.
The Doomfist is actually not a bad pick for this, but I would choose like something like the Reaper, the Junkrat. Actually, it would be really good.
Now looking at
looking at something like the Brig here on Tiny Overwatch. And the Mora is actually a really good pick too. Her Discord and her healing orbs are going to be bigger than the character models.
They really are.
The boot by the Lucio. Oh no, the Ana just sent off the side of the map. And we are getting so close to the finish here for ODU. They only need about 20-ish more meters. And they are just getting picked off one by one on the side of George Mason. 4 meters left to the finish. This is looking like a full attack win for ODU here. But Bob is literally like, stop it.
Here we go.
The ball's just swinging.
It really is. Okay, Slacks will fall as Zappa pushes them back just a little bit. And here is Mini Orisa looking ever so cute. But we're back in with the marble. With the actual sized hamster ball.
Yeah, the actual hamster ball. This is like stuff of a nightmares. You're playing a giant game of jacks and the ball is coming right towards you and you're still small. On the power driver right down. We do have a full-size Roadhog in Doomfist right now. But look at the tiny D.Va bomb. It gets nothing. We get the mech back on the D.Va. But we are still one fight to the finish for ODU here.
Yeah, it would be typical George Mason, right, to give us a little bit of hope and then crush it right at the final moment. But it looks like now ODU getting a few good picks. And here is the Lucio trying to say might knock the Roadhog off the point. If they can manage that, it should well be a clear. Mayult is there. Huge damage being done, and the Roadhog is finally dealt with. There we go. And now it should be pretty easy. Moira pops the ult. Discord orb out and about, but ooh, we're seeing a little bit fight left in George Mason, but they are now still falling. They're getting the touches. They're keeping this going, but it feels like it is futile overall. It really should be anyway.
They're less than 5 meters away. They only can really trickle in one by one, but they do have that spawn advantage. And it looks like they are still fighting. They're getting a couple picks, but they are still getting picked off. That spawn advantage is what helping them keep them alive in this map. They just need to keep stalling. Because once we get to overtime and we get to that that little tiny wick at the end. It's gonna go down fast the longer these team fights go on. And it looks like they are able to hold on again, and ODU has 20 seconds, so one last good push to finish the map here.
As the ball will push out, it's 8 seconds now as ODU further off the point than they have been for a while, and well, it is contested. We are in overtime. They managed to get a touch in the back line, and it's not over yet.
Oh, here comes the giant blizzard. Doesn't really catch anyone. The coalescence from the Mora is coming out. It's going to be able to beam down just a little bit. Only 2 meters to the finish. They're getting the picks.
Oh, surely.
There's only a few of them left alive. The Doomfist got booped off the map. So surely, barring any catastrophe, this should be a map completion by ODU here. 2.4 meters to go. Ooh, and the ball got booped off the map by the Doomfist. The Lucio gone. Still only 1.9 meters. They're just trickling in. Literally a sneeze away. Literally one of their tiny bodies away from completing this map.
Come on. Come on. Don't tease us. I want to see it finished.
0.27 meters. Still in overtime. The ball's been taken on. The Lucio has been taken on. This should be the finish here, but one of their tiny bodies might be hiding, like Jerry does in Tom and Jerry. And there it is. There is the finish. And ODU will be taking this tiny Overwatch map with just a tiny bit of time left in their overtime.
There we have it. ODU then. We said that they are the underdog. We said that George Mason is this domineering, inevitable force. And look, they got beat. Now, is it the most legitimate win in the world on account of it being tiny Overwatch? No. But it's something.
It is. It's a win is still a win in my book. Even though it might not be full-fledged Overwatch, a tiny Overwatch win is a good win.
It really is. That's what we want. As we will now, hopefully, be able to join in the lobby ourselves and have a little bit of a better look at tiny Overwatch. Just bear with us for a second.
Yep, just one moment.
We are going to go to a very short break, and then we will be back with the second map of Tiny Overwatch.
Even for kids out there, like this game gym where you can see gamers are here to be coached, hone their skills, but they can also find a mentor that teaches them about moderation.
Trying to deal with the 3 angry zombies members that are on.
Nova looking to clear it out. Strong aggression here from Chungite Egg.
Martial arts skills. Do that back there was so good, so powerful.
Promise me you'll get me through. Just tell me I can do this too. For everything we fight to never lose. Cause everything we want, oh, is...
Who's ready for some fireworks?
Introducing the Mid-Atlantic Esports Conference, co-founded by Events DC and Game Jam. We're bringing you a competition to showcase the amazing college esports talent found right here in the DMV. Schools from Maryland, Virginia, and Washington, D.C. face off in 8 weeks of intense matches, featuring Rocket League, Overwatch, and League of Legends. Only one can be the best, so who are you cheering for? Check out MAEC.gg for more information on the teams, the games, and the future of esports in the DMV.
Hello and welcome back to the MAEC here for our tiny Overwatch. I don't know why. We're playing tiny Overwatch and we have ODU versus George Mason. ODU coming out on top very unexpectedly in our first map. Perhaps the champions have been thrown a little by the curveball that is tiny Overwatch. I certainly was. Chris, talk to me.
There's not really much to analyze here because this tiny Overwatch and hitboxes can be drastically different because as you get kills, you get larger inside of tiny Overwatch. So the main thing is once you're big is to try to step on your competition. And if you're small, chop them down like a beanstalk.
That is, yeah, pretty much. We are on Ilios for a little bit of control here with ODU and George Mason. We were speculating a little bit earlier about which heroes do you want to pick in Tiny Overwatch. I think you want to avoid McCree, Widow, Ashe, all the precise hit scanners. I want to see Roadhogs, I want to see Winstons, and I want to see, much like you do, a lot of Junkrat.
Oh, it looks like we did also turn... Oh, we're still playing our tiny Overwatch. But it looks like we also turned off our hero limits because it looks like I'm going to see 5 Winstons and a Lucio here on Ilios Well versus 5 Lucios and a Pharah. So we're going to see... we're in for an interesting time here.
Well, let's get right into it.
I don't know. Who you have your money on? The Monkey King or the DJ?
I think Winston. Team Winston. Team Winston.
Team Winston. See, I'm gonna go Team DJ. We do got that that boop boop hole. So, but Winston's gonna be able to jump out. But we're just gonna have nonstop healing on the side of GMU.
What in the world?
And like I said, there's the first boop. There goes the first Winston.
The Winston should win out in the duels, though, right?
Yes, they can win out in the duels, but like the Lucios are going to be able to keep healing each other, and the Lucios are going to be able to wall ride themselves right out the well, and the Lucios are going to be able to boot that the monkey in. The monkey doesn't have his jump; he's dead.
I know. One of the criticisms leveled at Overwatch is that it's quite hard to spectate. I do not want to hear any complaints about that ever again, because they don't know what it's like to spec tiny Winston Overwatch.
Oh, it looks like we have our first change on the side of ODU. We have a May coming out, and look at that, another Winston right down the hole, boot straight in. Another one down the hole as well, and we have the point over to GMU right now. I feel like ODU might need to switch up their strategy because the 5 Winstons was not it. I think the 5 Lucios were superior, like I said. The Brazilian DJ is coming out over the 200 IQ Professor Monkey.
But we do now have a Sombra in the mix, as well as a Hamster as well as Aristos. That's not a great name. Aristos is trying desperately with this little submachine gun to get some damage done. The Lucio's though healing pretty well. Has to use the TP there, lest they fall down the hole. Well, Team Lucio, I think you were right in talking about the sustain they have.
Yeah, one person can stay on speed, a few people just stay on heals, and you just never die. You just stay up. You're constantly getting the healing. Unless there's just like a massive influx of damage, you'll be back to 200 health in about 7 to 8 seconds.
Truly, this is one of the strangest things I've ever watched.
This is peak Overwatch here.
It really is.
And that fire is still doing work. The fire does have the barrage. As I said,
there we go.
Comes out, and she gets absolutely destroyed by the barrage. And it looks like we might be seeing a swap here. The ball's able to kill the Lucio and bonk him right down the hole. And another boop on the Winston. And we're going to probably see George GMU go up by 1 map here on No Limits, Ilios, Tiny Control, Overwatch.
Keep going.
Electric Boogaloo Part 2.
There we go. Oh dear. Welcome to the MAEC, a very legitimate and serious competition.
We're starting off the weekend fun. We'll get the serious competition for all the marbles and all the money later. Right now we got impeccable tiny Overwatch action. Small fire, big ball right now. The ball is absolutely massive.
What, and by that you mean regular sized?
Yeah, that's true. But comparatively to everything else that's on the map, huge. Oh, the ball's gonna get booped in the hole. No. That looked like more like a basketball hoop shot with the giant ball.
I have seldom been as speechless as this.
GMT, you ever play a game called Total Mayhem?
No, but it rings a bell.
Yeah, Total Mayhem, where all the CDs are absolutely low and there's just a lot of health. Tiny Overwatch right now, Ilios is reminding me of Total Mayhem. Because no one is dying. And, okay, looks like the point finally got flipped. Ooh, and 3 from the Farah.
Okay, are they doing it? Are they doing it? They're kind of doing it.
We might be seeing a switch back here in a moment.
There we go. We are going to see the overtime come in. Once again, was contested just about. Still 1 Winston left on the field. There's a soldier as well, but the Lucios hold their ground, all 5 of them. And now, up against the McCree, up close is Matthew. There's frags going on all over the shop. Everybody's kung fu fighting. It's fast as lightning. Matthew is down in the hole, going around and round, and he's coming back up on the Lucio.
I will say we did not see a comp change from GMU here the entire map compared to the ODU, because now we have the Torbjorn, the soldier, the McCree, everything that we didn't start off with, while we still see the 6 Lucios on the side of GMU.
We certainly do. Not something I thought I'd be hearing today, but here we are, as neither team can kill each other.
And there we go. We got Torbjorn spitting his mixtape all over the floor. Straight fire. But this is an overtime that doesn't end. It goes on and on, my friends.
Surely it'll end at some point. Maybe now? No. It's just switched over.
And now we just got a full flip over to the side of ODU here. Okay, looks like we're going to see that Far is going to come out from the side of GMU once again.
Yeah, I think they realized the 6th Lucio wasn't really getting them that value. Meanwhile, though, Unholy Scythe on the Winston is, I think, bigger than regular sized. And he's dead.
Look at that. All those boots right into the well. And a team kill. This is going to be the end of Ilios well. The Lucios will be reigning supreme here. And we'll be going on to the second control point here on Ilios. No limits. Tiny Overwatch at the MAEC.
You know, when we started the season, a few months ago now, I didn't expect to end up here.
If anybody expected to be watching Tiny Overwatch at the start of Spring Summit, I owe you $20, and I need tonight's lottery tickets. All right, now we're gonna be going on to the ruins part of Ilios, and we're gonna see a double Far comp for the side of GMU, a double Torb comp for the side of ODU. It's gonna be, I'm sorry, excuse me, not double, a triple Torb comp. We're gonna see turrets everywhere.
I respect it. However, we do have on the other side a Junkrat who is going to be having an absolute field day.
Well, the soldier was hacked, goes down. Turret's gonna get taken down, and this is looking like the first point over to. Nope. As I say that, the Far is gonna get taken down. They're gonna lose a turret. This is just absolute pure and utter chaos.
When Jeff Kaplan gave birth to Overwatch 5 years ago, I wonder if he ever had this in mind.
He probably did not. But Jeff Kaplan's no longer part of the Overwatch team, so right now he's just looking like, okay, this is what I birthed.
Life's a funny thing.
Yes, it is. It looks like we got the first point over to ODU here.
Just about, yeah, and you can see Zappat in the back here just doing so much on the Junkrat, and it will actually allow them to come and now trying to contest, but actually it's going to be the DPS duo on the side of ODU that they've held on.
Yep, sure enough did, and we're gonna keep seeing the runes here. And we're gonna see 57% and ticking up for the side of ODU here.
Slowly but surely. Oh, we do have Zappat switching over to the Ash. I mean, it's a hard shot to make, but okay, with the teammates' help, it is going to be a couple of good frags coming in.
And we see that Bastion in the back line from Matthew over there was just breathing down the fire.
Oh, what a shot from Zappat to take down Slacks. And not close. Deals with the Sombra as well. This DPS player is having quite the day.
Yes, they are. Look, we got a full-size Ash here.
Bang.
And we almost have a full-size Bastion. Here, let's do a size check. We got a tiny Torbjorn, a tiny Ash on the side of ODU, a medium-sized Sombra. But as I say that, the Sombra is going to get reset to tiny. And we also have a tiny Mora and a tiny Widowmaker. And then let's look at the side of GMU. We have a tiny Bastion, tiny May, And we just saw the Sombra go get taken down. The Pharah is going to be full size with all the kills she's getting. The Pharah is on a 5 spree right now. Has to get back to full health.
Just look at the damage. Look at the size of it. And look at the fact that George Mason have capped it once again.
Yeah, man, this is going to be a full switch back over. 99 to 42%. George Mason is going to need to hold it so they can take map 2.
Oh, a bit off the edge, but should be able to come back. Does indeed. Hoppy out, looking for more. Large and potentially in charge.
The one person I did forget to do a size check is the Lucio. Lucio is looking at full size right now.
Nice. Dude, how hard would it be to hit Tiny Genji?
Tiny Genji is going to pull out his tiny sword and start attacking people. He's going to give them paper cuts.
Everyone hates paper cuts.
Yeah, right in between the toenails. Oh, looks like we're going to be in overtime here.
No.
Oh, nope. They're going to not be able to touch the point, and we're going to a round 3 here on Tiny Overwatch with no limit, no hero bans, no hero pools. Watch on the MAEC check.
Okay, what are they going to pick this time? It really could be anything. We were talking about the meta shift. We were talking about the pools and how they've changed. As it turns out, none of that mattered. None of it was at all relevant. Because this is a different game with a different meta and a very different approach. Early Bird going to be picking up the Widow. It's 5 Widows and a Pharah.
Someone's going to be looking to hit their shots. One of the Widows is bound to hit something. We see more of a diverse comp on the side of ODU here compared to GMU, who's just in full troll mode.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know what to say. I really don't. We're watching a diva fight a tiny Widow, and it's weird, and I don't know if I like it.
Yeah, this is all just an eye-opening experience playing Overwatch in the year 2021.
The year of our Lord.
2021. The year of 9 plus 10 equaling 21. The Pharah's just raining down bullets for free. And as I said that, she gets spotted out on top of the lighthouse, but she's able to just relax. There's 5 other Widowmakers here.
%, then, for the team that has tried to create a composition.
Yeah, the team that's actually playing not multiple of the same heroes are winning right now. It's a standard that you don't usually see. I thought the Widowmakers were all going to get 1 headshot of their opposing player each, so we can be down to a 6v1. But that's not happening. They're just getting picked off constantly.
They really are. And I think Widow, one of those characters that I just think is going to be the most hindered by this game mode.
Oh, looks like that's a dead Pharah. And we're going to be at 81%. We're looking at the final fight here. And we've switched off of 5 Widowmakers. And now we're looking at a mixture of Ashe and Widowmaker now.
Because why not? Because why not?
We just need Bob to do something, but he's not doing anything right now.
Come on. There we have it.
And just like that, they didn't touch the point, and we're going to see 2-0 up on this side of ODU here on Tiny Overwatch with no hero limits and unlimited heroes on Ilios. A mouthful, but a fun game.
Yeah. All right. I'm perplexed. I'm just confused.
It's just
I'm questioning life right now.
it's just a fun time playing Overwatch here on our opening series, and I'm having a good time. I love making some tiny puns, so
Little ones are the best. All good things come in small packages, as they say. At least I say that because I'm really short. This has been a thing. It's been very interesting, and we still could have 3 more maps to go. At the very least, we have one. It is ODU that surprisingly leads 2-0 in this best of 5.
yeah, I'm not surprised because we're not playing actual Overwatch. It tends to go towards the typically when the teams are better, they typically go towards a lot of the troll comps, and I feel like that's what we saw from the side of GMU here. They picked the 5 Lucios, the 5 Widowmakers, and we saw a lot more like variety on the side of ODU.
For sure. Okay, let's see where this goes. I think we've done a little bit of learning. I think what we've primarily learned is don't pick 5 Widows.
Yeah, 5 Widows don't typically work out unless you're getting 5 headshots.
And you're not, because everyone's tiny. So avoid that. We are going to be watching some highlights, I believe, as if the entire thing wasn't one singular highlight.
It's one big highlight to me.
Hello and welcome back to the MAEC. Apologies, we were supposed to have some highlights, but some slight technical difficulties. It is early on in the Spring Summit weekend, so there's a few gremlins in the machines, a few little wrinkles are going to get ironed out, but we are back in this, our Tiny Overwatch Best of 5. I do believe they're no longer tiny. Am I correct?
Yeah, it looks like we might be seeing full-size Overwatch here.
What a joy.
But we are still going to be without the hero limits. Because if you look on the side of GMU, we see the Zarya, we see the Diva, and we're going to see the Reinhardt. We're going to see no DPS. Oh my god, they're playing goats.
They really... They're playing goats.
They're playing goats. I just realized that. Oh man, we're kicking it old school here with the goats. We're gonna see the DPS Brig. We're gonna see the tanks. We're gonna see the Lucio speeds up. Oh boy, I am so excited to relive the 10 months in 2019 where I had PTSD of goats.
Good times, as we do have a big brawl here in the side room. Son of Zombie on the Reinhardt, dropping to 30 HP. Not very comfortable at all. 50 HP now. Probably going to be the first casualty. And yes, indeed, Fire Strike comes through. Diva falls as well. And it looks like we're seeing a pretty powerful push here out of GMU. Yeah.
Goats, I feel like they're comfortable on goats. We're not seeing a lot of the trollness. We're seeing actual Overwatch play here, and I think that's what they're excelling at. They're not taking the point right now. They're just going all the way to their spawns. I have no idea why, but looks like we're just deathmatching as goats right now. And GMU is just absolutely taking everything.
They're gonna step on the gas tonight. Okay, are we now spawn camping? Is that what's happening?
Yeah, I feel like we are spawn camping. We're not trying to take the point. There's no one on the point. Oh, that's gonna be a big shatter.
And we got the Diva mech kill as it flew on down. And well, there's a Diva bomb going forward. It's gonna be tough. The Son of Zombie to get away, and in fact he will not. We have a little bit of a reply coming out of Zenyatta, but he's not long for this world either. Baby Diva, bye.
Yeah, it looks like we're gonna see a little bit of a reset. GMU is gonna have to back up. They don't have everyone, and it looks like they're still not taking the point, even though they're all the way up in their spawn. We should hopefully be seeing a point take here. Unless we're just seeing the troll work, which I'm for one is oh okay. It's a great fun time, but that's gonna be a giant shatter. They should be taking the point here. Still unsure why we haven't seen the point taken, but
yeah. I thought, you know, as we were playing actual Overwatch, it might be less of a clown show, but it's not. It's just as much of a clown show.
Yeah, we've turned it to full scale. Actually, TDMing without taking the point, because this point should have been won by GMU a while ago, but yet we still have no progress on the point right now. Okay, that's a nice little double kill out there. We're gonna see the Diva D-Mac and the Diva stagger.
Well,
honestly, my $1 million question is, why haven't we seen the cart come out here yet?
I don't know.
Is this one of the many questions that science cannot answer right now?
Pretty much. I mean, we thought, you know, the Higgs boson, when we found that, we were like, that answers a lot. But it doesn't answer this. Nothing answers this.
Yeah, there's a couple of questions we can't answer. Where's Waldo? Where in the world is Carmen Sandiego? And why haven't GMU taken the point even though they've won 90% of their team fights?
You know, who I would love to hear Ja Rule, his take on this. I think that would be elucidating right now.
But it looks like we have a little bit of progress on the point, but GMU's gonna get all taken down right now, and they're not gonna get any progress on the point. They were absolutely dominating in terms of like team comp and able to control them in the GOATS phase, but they didn't pick up any of the point. I'm perplexed and confused, but that just leaves the door open for ODU to. They only need 33% to complete the map and finish this series 3-0.
They certainly do. This is this is something.
Yeah,
this is something. Are ODU about to make the upset happen?
I think so. I'm actually, there's not really times, and we've seen this season where I'm like super surprised, and this is one of the times I have been really surprised about. Why didn't we see them take any of the points? I think that's kind of like a super C9, but not really a C9.
Yeah, that's something. All right. Okay, here we are then. Once again, it will be the attack coming out of George. No, sorry. ODU this time. We have George Mason going on a little bit of a ride. And here comes ODU. Ooh, the Reinhardt going to get knocked down though, and this could be a little bit of a problem. Bear in mind, they only really need the first point to make this stick.
Yeah, they're only going to need 33% on the side of ODU, and we're seeing a Reinhardt chase of the century. He's going to get chased all the way in. Oh, the Reinhardt's going to charge himself right off the map.
Oh,
that was just unfortunate. But we are seeing the point get taken here. It's almost halfway there. They're going to have to touch the point to keep the series alive. Okay, yeah, they're gonna be able to escape off the point here.
Just about, you know, and that was close. And we're talking about a very, very small victory that ODU need here. And so far, it looks like this secondary push could be the difference maker. Ryan will fall for George Mason, and now we can see ODU push forward that little bit, but I believe they're capping at the same time, and that's going to make all the difference.
Yeah, they are capping. They're almost there, and they're no longer on the point. They managed to get the team wipe, but they are not capping right now. This is another one of those life questions where they had the point one, but they did not take it. Looks like they're trying to play with their food before they finish it off here on attack.
Well, we saw what happened to George Mason when they attempted that. We could well see history repeat itself.
Yeah, and if we do, we'll be looking at going to a map 4 still with 2-0 up on the side of ODU here if we end up with a draw.
Yeah, that's something that could happen. Now, ODU do have the choice to now back up and take the point should they so please. They've got 1 minute and 40 seconds, so they've actually got a couple of chances at it if they want it. But well, here comes George Mason once again trying to make up some ground.
And we do hear the rally is going to come out, so we're going to see the extra shielding here. And it looks like we're going to see the full wraparound on the side of GMU here coming from the behind. Oh, and the
big shatter.
The grab is going to get eaten by that diva there. The shatter's going to come through. Here comes the self-destruct, another shatter. Ooh, we're going to lose Zarya on the side of GMU. Oh, it looks like the point is going to be taken in the meantime, and it looks like ODU is going to pick up the win here on Blizzard World.
And there we have it, the 3-0. ODU did what none of us expected them to do and have beaten George Mason, who have been such a domineering force in the MAEC.
Yeah, it was a great win on the side of ODU here. Even though it was some questionable choices for GMU here on Blizzard World. They did have the point completely finished, but chose not to take it. So that's something they might have to work on back in the time. Back later in the camp when we get closer to the major events here for Overwatch.
Well, there we have it. It was an interesting series. It was very different to whatever we expected, and well, it was hugely entertaining as a result. This is, of course, the Spring Summit. You're here on the MAEC stream. We have more Overwatch coming up on Sunday, the grand finals, so don't miss that. But for now, I believe we'll be going to a little break. We'll be back very soon here with the MAEC.